This is me in 2017 when I first started shuffling. And this is me now. Picture this. You're listening to your favorite song, shuffling in your room, feeling like a dance god, and then you decide to go outside. Boom. Instant awkwardness. Suddenly you don't know what to do with your arms, your legs, your feet feel like bricks. And why does it feel like the whole world suddenly stopped to judge you? I know this feeling all too well. I used to be so afraid of people looking at me, what people would think about me, or what if I summon a dance battle that I'm not prepared for. But here's the thing, after pushing past my cringe, and yes, I actually have been called cringe before, but more on that later, I have learned that confidence in your dancing isn't something you're just born with, it's something you build over time. And so today, I'm spilling all the tea, all the secrets on how to build your confidence and be able to shuffle anywhere, whether that's at the clurb, at your next festival, or just out in public for funsies. You're gonna be able to do all that without feeling like a malfunctioning robot. So our first confidence hack is to start small. Allow yourself to kind of get into the music, you know? You don't have to go right into shuffling right away. It can be as simple as like a little two-step and then kind of feel the music and then break out into your shuffling, you know? Really use the build-up time to kind of get more confident in your movement and kind of loosen up and really connect with the music so that you're not paying so much attention to the outside world. Then once you started small and kind of gotten into a groove, then you can start to get a little bit more funky with it. Confidence hack number 2 is to focus on the music and not the crowd. One really big tip I have with this is to wear noise canceling headphones. I swear I'm in my own motherfucking world when I've got my big headphones on. It's the best. And I'm just tuning everything out and honestly pretending like I'm at a festival sometimes. So that's a big tip. Also remember that you're here to express and not impress. So bring your focus inward, focus on what you're trying to let out and move. Close your eyes if you have to, honestly. Sometimes I'll start a flow, closing my eyes, and then bust it out, because you do kind of need to look where you're dancing. Otherwise, it might be dangerous. One of the most common compliments I get as well is that I look like I'm having fun and that I'm really connected with the music, right? Nobody's gonna judge somebody for having fun, like, unless they're the Grinch, but who cares about those people? So just focus on having fun, and I promise you, when you have fun, you look cool, period. And the third confidence hack is to wear something that makes you feel confident. I can't even tell you how different my dancing is when I have an outfit on that just makes me feel swaggy AF. It's huge because you look good, you feel good, and it just shows in your dancing. So take a little bit of extra time to find an outfit that you feel confident in. For me, I really love some baggy pants. I just like the way they make me feel. I like how I can shake my ass in them. I just love it. Big t-shirt, hat, This top also makes me feel good. These are my favorite pants. If you need some outfit ideas, I have another video on that. But yeah, look good, feel good, whatever that means to you. Now, the obvious way to improve your confidence dancing is to improve your skill set, right? So how the heck do we do that? Well, if you're not already recording yourself, you should be, because I can't tell you how quickly I improved after I started filming myself and recording my shuffle videos. Because you're able to go back and watch the video in slow-mo and maybe go frame by frame and be like, okay, what am I doing here? What's not right here? Because shuffling's fast, right? You're not always able to see those little mistakes, even if you're practicing in front of a mirror. So record yourself. Now, the next time you go out to practice and record yourself, I want you to get a journal. Yes. Get a journal or write it in your notes, on your phone, whatever. And write 2 things that you liked and 2 things that you want to improve. And then the next time you go out to sesh, take out your journal, look at what you want to improve on, and maybe have a session focused on 1 to 2 of the things that you've started a list on, right? And then you can slowly start checking the things off the list. And before you know it, you're gonna be a freaking pro. But like I said, don't just focus on the critiques, focus on the things you've liked as well and continue to implement those as you continue to practice. Another really good way to expand your skill set is to actually Try other dances, you know? What do you want your shuffling to look like? Do you want it to look more sexy? Maybe you try a heels class, or maybe you want to be a little bit more swaggy, so you try a hip hop class, or maybe you want to do more with your arms, so you try muzzing or whacking or voguing. After taking a few classes, you're gonna pick out little things that you can implement into your shuffling, and it's just gonna make you a more well-rounded and better dancer. Especially if you feel like you've hit a plateau. Every time I feel kind of stuck, I take a new dance class and I swear I'm instantly inspired. Also, it doesn't just have to be dancing that you incorporate into your shuffling or that you try out. Any sort of movement. Maybe you're super into kickboxing and you want to throw in some kicks and some jabs and some punches into your shuffling, you know, like why the heck not? Or maybe you're a gymnast and you want to do some flips. By all means, whatever it is, find a movement expression that feels authentic to you. So dancing is almost as much of a mental battle as it is a physical one. So I'm gonna give you a few pieces of advice to kind of overcome any mental hurdles you have around dancing in public. Number one is to focus on having fun over perfection. I will die on this hill because the whole point of dancing is to have fun. Like if you're not enjoying it, truly, what is the point? And if you're focusing too much on being perfect, you're gonna take the joy out of it. So reel it back in and just focus on having a good time, no matter where you are, whether you're in the club or at a festival or just out practicing, like out in the wild. Just focus on having fun. The next mindset tip I have is to fake it till you make it. You may not feel confident right now, but the next time you go out, I want you to play a character. Maybe you are just have this vision of your head of this super confident, swaggy dancer, or maybe you want to embody one of your favorite shufflers. Watch their videos, imagine you are them, and when you go out to dance, try to play that character. Try to be them. Because when you do that, you feel what it's like to be that confident dancer that you are striving to be. And when you start to feel it, you start to become it, and suddenly becoming this confident dancer becomes a lot easier. Another thing I want you to do is every time you have a thought that's like, I'm just not a dancer, or I just can't move like them, I want you to cut it. And I want you to say a positive affirmation. It can be anything. It could be, I am a dancer and I move with confidence, or really anything you want, but find something that aligns with you and that you really want to feel and become and embody. I actually used to do this all the time. I used to watch Vanessa Secco's videos and try to emulate her dancing. I was trying to like emulate her style, but her style largely is like very confident and swaggy and just, it's so good. So when I'd go out and dance, I would try to embody that. And when I did that, my dancing just kind of kept leveling up and I became more and more confident over time. And the third tip that I have is to detach from others' opinions. I know you're like, Emily, that's so much easier said than done. If I could, I freaking would. But here's the thing is everyone is so wrapped up in their own lives that they don't have the time to notice or admire your courage to dance in public. So fuck it, you know, just do your dang thing. Like nobody is gonna be bothered. And if they are, it's just because they are too afraid themselves to dance, or they're the freaking Grinch, or they're mean, and who cares about those people? I have had my fair share of ugly interactions. One time I was dancing in my garage, not even in public, and one of my neighbors walked by and he straight up to my face said that I was cringe. I don't know why he was so bothered by me, but it's not my place to understand why. I was really upset in the moment. I actually may or may not have flipped him off, but it didn't help the situation. So what I'm saying is be the bigger person. People who are going to say things like that have their own deep issues going on, and we just gotta try to move on. But I hope that that story doesn't deter you, because I have had way more positive interactions from people than I have had negative ones. So I think going off of that too is you never know who you might inspire. if you are out dancing in public, you know, whether that be a young kid or just somebody wanting to learn how to dance, or even maybe someone who doesn't want to dance, someone who just is looking for permission to be themselves and be authentic. So be brave, express yourself. Now that we've overcome some of the mental hurdles that come with shuffling and dancing in public, let's talk about some moves that you can do in public and how to just actually look confident when you're dancing. I always love to bring it back to the basics, right? The running man and the T-step. You literally can't go wrong with those two movements. Not only because a lot of people feel really comfortable with them, but I think because there's so much variety within those movements. For instance, with the running man, you don't have to just always do it in place, right? You can kind of travel with it, turn around with it, do all sorts of stuff. You can even change the running man itself from being maybe like a softer, bouncier running man to a harder, stompy beast running man, right? So there's a lot of ways that you can add your own personality and flavor into this movement. You can even add some arm movement to really add some spice and flavor. Same with the T-step, right? There's so much you can do just with the T-step itself. And really getting comfortable with these movements is the most important thing. So if you're not already comfortable with the T-step and the running man, get comfortable. And not only get comfortable with it, but expand your knowledge within these movements. Know all the variations, play around with your arms, and really perfect these movements, okay? Once you are there, you can add all sorts of little things like spins and kicks, just little tricks to add that little bit of spice, that little bit of that takes your shuffling to that next level, right? The next important thing is good posture, right? We don't want to be looking down at our feet when we are shuffling, because this looks a lot less confident than this, right? If you're walking on the sidewalk like this, instantly somebody's going to think you are not a confident person. But if you are keeping your shoulders back, eyes up, looking out at the crowd, looking at what's around you, you are going to look so much confident, like instant confidence boost right there. You do want to be aware of where you're stepping though. So of course, you know, you can look down every once in a while, but I think looking up also kind of allows me to get out of my head a little bit and just into the music. So remember, good freaking posture, look up. Another thought I just had is to smile when you're dancing. Not only does this make you look super confident when you're dancing, but mood follows action, right? And when you smile, even if you don't feel like it, you might actually start to feel happier and more elated and just good. So try that out. I know a lot of people like to kind of be pretty serious when they're dancing, but not me. All right, so if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Confidence in your dancing isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, letting go, and just having fun and feeling free. And I promise you, once you stop caring what other people think, it's a game changer. And you're gonna just feel so good and you're gonna level up so quick. So I hope this video was helpful. And if you're ready to take your shuffling and your confidence to the next level and be that dancer, then check out the shufflevault.com. It's got so many tutorials on everything you could possibly want to know about shuffling to really help you grow and expand your knowledge and skills as a dancer and be that confident dancer that you've always wanted to be. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe if you aren't already, and comment, because all those things just really help me and support my channel and help me bring these tutorials to you. So stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you there.